office, maybe it's in a big place, or maybe you have the land and you're going to build something. What else? So we have the personnel, we have the place. What else do we need? Come on. What else do we need? What is a key element that we need? Okay, we need money. Yes, we need the capital. We need a plan. Yes, with a plan with strategies, with plan A, plan B. Okay, the materials. If you are producing something, yes, you need to get all the raw materials or all the equipment that you need for that. Customers, of course. Customers. If you have the money, the location, the plan, but no customers, no business. Objectives, okay, to set all your objectives. Anything else that we need? Okay, so now let's move on. Employees, Let's move on to what are the business resources? Yes, the product or the service, no? So what are they? I don't know if it's too small or if it's okay. Let me make it bigger. Okay, first of all, we know that resources are, we need them if you want to succeed, okay? And they can be tangible and intangible resources. We will see it later. What do we mean by that? And they are the important assets of the company. What do we mean by assets? What is an asset? Who knows what is an asset? No idea? Okay, Guillermo, yes. So the assets, yes, in Spanish is that tienes. So we can say that an asset is a valuable thing, something that has value, okay? It could be something simple, like my cell phone is my asset, or maybe we're talking about a company, it will be different, okay? So the business resources are defined, the kind of material the business will need and employ. So we know that we have different types of businesses. So each one of them, or companies, each one of them will need a different types of resources, okay? Or they will use more resources from one thing and not the other one. Now, let's see. This is the way we can classify the business resources. We have the human, we need people. We have the physical resources, everything that is tangible, financial resources, and technological. Okay. So what do we mean by human? When we say human, okay, people. Well, yes, that will be like one part. This one, in order to function, well, you need the workforce, of course. Okay. So we know that they are all the people that they perform all the activities. You have an objective and you want to reach it, okay? So this one includes the skill and unskilled workers, like managers and subordinates, any level, okay? We mean by skill and unskilled. Skill means that the ones that have like special training, and unskilled, well, no, okay? Then, but it's not only a human, it's also the human resources. It has to do with our knowledge, our motivation, our skills, and it says that under the right conditions, it improves with age and experience. What do you understand by that? Under the right conditions, it improves with age and experience. What do I mean? Yes, Vivian?
I think that it means that if a person that I don't know is working for the first time, and it keeps giving its best in a work that he or she feels comfortable, um, her or his development will improve and will show a better performance of his job, and depending on its age, so he or she are going to win more experience, and they will do it in a more efficient way.
Okay, so that's why we said motivation. Because if you have your employees happy, if you keep them happy, of course, you will get better results. You will reach your objectives. Okay. And supposedly, I mean, while we are working, we are getting more experience. We are getting training, or we are studying something else to improve or to get a promotion. So it means that instead of losing value, I am an asset. I am a person can be an asset to the company. You can be a valuable asset, but you will be more valuable if you have more training, if you have more experience, more skills. Okay, that's why it says that it improves. Okay, under the right conditions, and of course, it is the most crucial. Yes, yes, Cynthia. In a bakery, it could hi, it is a baker, maybe it's a cashier. Depends of the type of company. We have like different types of human resources. For example, if you're talking about I don't know, a restaurant, what type of human resources or human assets can we have? Think of a restaurant. Who's working there? Who's the workforce? So we have the chef, customers, okay, waiters, cooks, receptionists. Who else can work there? Janitors. So we can have a list. Maybe it is a small restaurant and they have just like maybe 5, 7 different types of jobs. But if we think of, I don't know, Costco, Walmart, or Apple, Google, then we will have a long list of employees, so different types of jobs. Okay. Now, let's move on to the physical resources. I think that this one, it will be like the long list of things that we can have as resources. This one, it has to do with tangible assets. Okay, all the things that you need to achieve your goals. Yes, teachers in the school, Diana. Yes. Then we're talking about buildings, all the buildings, all the facilities, equipment, vehicles, machinery, location as in the land, the space, storage facilities, materials and stock, all the materials that you have in stock, but also the waste. Even though it's trash, I mean, it is physical resources. Emergency provisions and security, okay? So all of them, in order to function well, you need all of them. And also, again, it depends on the type of business, okay? It's not the same if you have a store, a convenience store, la tiendita, as if you have a factory, okay? Different types of physical resources, different machinery or equipment. Then, uh, you need to keep it update Because when you are buying something, if you're buying equipment, a vehicle or something, as the time goes by, of course, it loses value. Okay, so this one will be like in contrast with human resources. With human resources, with the time, you're getting better. Okay, you're more valuable to the company. But with the physical, no. So if you buy a car for the company, so with the time, of course, it will decrease the value. So this is like kind of opposite. Okay. And as a result, well, with the time, they need to be replaced, okay, to make a better performance. Location, it is just a space. You can give like the exact location on the corner of, or I don't know, 500 meters square. It's a space, it's just a space. Now, financial resources. We have the financial resources. This one, we know that it's the money, yes. So we have external money and internal. What do we mean by that? You can have your savings, and then you can use that money that comes from you to run the business. Or if you don't have the money, you can go to the bank or to a lender and get a loan or get a credit line so you can start your company, okay, or to run the business. So we have like different types of capital. Then we have the financial resources could be cash, could be liquid assets, and credit lines. Okay. What do you think it is liquid assets? Any idea? No?
I think it's something that you can make into cash, into money.
Uh-huh. So yes, the assets in financial resources, we have liquid and non-liquid. Liquid means, yes, money that can easily be converted into cash. Okay. Like, for example, the money that you have in your car, no credit card because that's not your money. Okay. And your savings, stocks, funds, everything that you can get like easy money. Okay. And then non-liquid, it will be your the assets that have value, like your patrimony, but it's not that easy to get the cash right away. I mean, if you sell it, you can get it, yes, but it will be easier if I have savings. I can lend you the money, or I can use the money right away. I go to the ATM card and go to the ATM machine and get the money. That's it. But if you said, you know what, I need the money, but I just own a car, I'm going to sell it to get the money. Maybe you will sell it, I don't know, in 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. So yes, you have money, but you have the money invested on something. Okay. So that will be the non-liquid. So it's also the money that is available for spending. And when we are talking about like and getting credits, we have like these three terms. Short term, you pay it within 12 months, within 1 year. Medium term, between 1 and 5 years, you can pay it. And long term, more than 5 years. Okay, this one is when we're talking about like loans or credit lines. Okay. Any questions so far? We're missing just the last one, the technological. Nope. Okay. Yes.
Miss, for example, in the financial resources, do I have to investigate exactly about that company, about its liquid or non-liquid assets, or just in a general way? For example,
No,
I am. Oh,
yes, just in a general way.
okay. Thank you, Miss.
We're going to do one example so you can see, okay? So with the technological resources, as the word says, and we understand, technology. Okay, yes. Okay, we know that technology, it helps us to make all the activities easier and faster, more efficient. Then we include not only the tangible things like the equipment, the laptops or the computers, the projectors, what else we have in the modems, the Wi-Fi, yes, but also is the software. And this is very important, this concept, intellectual property. What do we mean by that? This one is, it has to do with intangible assets, intangible. It is not the IT equipment, okay? It is something that is owned legally, protected by the company. For example, something that is owned and legally protected by the company. So Shaz, what do you think? Can you give me one example? Okay, yes, Maria Fernanda. The logo, it is protected. It has the copyright. Maybe a song, the jingles of the store, or the slogan. So those things are also technological resources. Even though that I cannot take it, I cannot grab it, but it's something that belongs to that company, only to that company. Okay. So this one, intellectual property, includes all the patents, the copyright, the trademarks, the licensing. Okay. Then also it includes the accumulated experience and skills of all the employees, like our knowledge. Okay. Our knowledge is also, our ideas are valuable, and they belong to the intellectual property, which is in the technological resources. Okay. Also, all the customer data and the customer knowledge, and even the talent in the organization. Okay. So everything counts. Everything gives value to the company or the business. Up to here, any questions? Because now we're going to practice. Nope. Ready then to practice? Okay. So this is like kind of what you're doing as homework. You're going to list and describe all the resources that integrate a company. What company? The one that you prefer. Okay. Any company that you know. If it's a company that you haven't seen or that you haven't been there, well, try to choose one that you know, or you can Google. Okay. So we're going to use the school, our school. Do you remember your school? All the school that we are, Villeseris, Covach Villeseris, to list all the resources, okay, the different types of resources. So when we're talking about the human resources, the workforce, what is the list that I can make? Okay, teachers, principal, students, anything else? Let me make it bigger. Secretaries. Uh-huh. Think of all the buildings and all the job positions that we have. Janitors. What else? Okay, the administration staff. The lunch lady, well, we can have the cafe in those times when everything was normal, cafeteria staff, librarian, okay. Anything else? Is that all? Okay, the guards, the security guard. Security guard. And of course, it will be fair if you're choosing, this is a public and service company, that it will differ if you're choosing, I don't know, if you're choosing OXXO or if you're choosing a bakery, okay? It will be different, the types of human resources that you have. Now, what about the physical resources? What can I list here? Okay, classrooms. Classroom, buildings, all the buildings, like when we say buildings, okay, we can classify them by classrooms, labs, teacher's office, principal's office, auditorium, yes. So when we say buildings, we can be even more specific, okay? Restrooms. So you say buses. Yes, we have the buses. We have, I think, like 2 or 1. The auditorium. So, what else? Parking space. Yes. The gym, yes, the gym is there, but the gym, it doesn't belong to Villa de Ceres, okay? It's like the big auditorium, the large one, that one belongs to Kovach. Yes, location as all the land, all the space, location, and you can say it's on, what is the name of Abildosola Boulevard? Yes, that will be the location. Remember that it has to do with buildings, equipment, machinery, waste, emergency provisions. Offices, okay, offices in general, we can have like the principal's office, the teacher's office. Okay, the computer lab. We have the library. But if we're being more specific, when we say the classroom or the office, what physical resources can you find inside those buildings? Do we have a storage? Okay, computers, desks, printers, chairs, even your books, the whiteboards. Projectors, yes. Yes, it counts. Projectors that don't work, yes. Even if it's not working, I mean, it's physical, maybe the value is not the same, but you have it there. Have you seen that we have storage? We have like a storage room for waste and a storage room for books. We have a storage. We have waste. What type of waste? Old desks, old books. And we can make a long list of all the little details, okay? So this is in general what the school has as physical resources. Now with the financial resources, what money, what capital do we get? Okay, we have teachers or employee salaries, scholarships, government, government, government money or government funds, tuition, which is the money that you pay for your school, for your books. We also get money from your exams, when you pay for a certificate, for documents, money for documents, like important documents. We also have savings. So this one will be different if we're talking about OXXO or the bakery. The financial resources is different. Maybe they have a loan, they have salaries. If it's a private company, we don't have the government or the state money. We can have investments. It will be different, so be careful with that, okay? And with the technological resources, remember, tangible things and intangible, like intellectual property. So Kovac Villese isn't no Kovac. No, Vivian, the money from the cafeteria, no. That money belongs to Kovac. So we have all the IT, the information technology equipment. If we want to be more specific, computers, projectors, right. See, yeah. Wi-Fi, right. Electricity, okay, Saeco. Yes, Saeco, Sophia. Well, Sophia, it doesn't belong to Covache. They bought the app to use it, so we can use it. Covach logo, Covach logo, the Covach song, the Saeco, the website, it belongs to Covach, but we also, yes, it has a logo. Yes, the printers, the SETI logo. No, Linda, it's okay. Yes, yes, Carolina, correct. The social media. Oh, they have Facebook account, I don't know, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know if it's Twitter also. Correcaminos, okay. Microphones, all the audio equipment. So all the paintings that we have also. Okay, so is it clear now or is it better? Fans, radio, voice page, like the yes. Or what was the name of the newspaper or the magazine? Something about SETI, La Voz SETI or something like that. So all those things, tangible and non-tangible, R&D technological resources. Yes, Nicole, it could be something small, but be careful with the small one. If you're choosing, this is with the, just a parenthesis, no one else, because we already did it, no one else can choose any school, okay? The schools are out of limit. No schools. I'm going to choose, I don't know, Colegio Vanguardia. No, okay, because it will be the same. Yes, the Kovac Anthem be a resource. Yes, Carolina. So you have to choose any company that you want, any except school, okay? Not a school, because then you will have the same. Dance school, okay, yes, school, yes, but a school as in education as regular schools, no, okay? So we can have different resources. Now this is your homework. I gave you again the example, and as you can see, I put it in yellow highlighted. Write as many as you know, as many as you investigate, as many as you can list, okay? Be careful with the small or micro or small companies or businesses, because maybe you will have like 3, 4 people working in that place. But it's small, so I'm going to write 2 things or 3. Let's try to be more specific. With the human resources, it's okay. If only 3 people are working there, just the cashier, the clerk, and the janitor, okay. But with the physical resources, maybe you can make a longer list, okay? I think that the physical and the technological will be the ones that they have like a long list. These two, it depends on the company, okay? So you choose any type of company. Yes, Maria Fernanda. The recipes, original recipes, yes, it's technological resources. Um, the micro companies. Well, you have the salary, Linda, you have the salary, you have maybe loans, maybe they have savings. Okay. Are we okay with the homework? So if I see a school, like any other school, la escuelita de la esquina, I won't consider that because I already told you, no schools. Customers, well, yes, maybe. So you can run the company, well, you need the customers. But normally we are focusing on the workforce, okay? All the personnel, all the staff that works there. No questions or yes?
Miss,
So, oh, sorry.
Miss, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Um, for example, I choose like a company, supermarket. It is a medium size. But for example, Kovac, you selected it, but you focused on Villa de Ceris in
Mm-hmm.
that one. And this supermarket has like 6 branches, but I focused in mine, which is in my colony, and it has
Yes.
also the name of my colony. Is it okay?
Yes, it's the same.
Ah,
Because
okay.
if you said Abarrey, okay, we have plenty of Abarreys, but all the Abarreys are the same. So it's the same. Super del Norte, all the Super del Nortes are the same. So
Ah,
it's okay if you're choosing, I'm not saying the whole company like the whole corporation. Yes. If you said Walmart, the Walmart that is near my house, when you said location, then you can say Evado del Río Walmart. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
All right. Maria Fernanda, well, you don't have to write it, Maria Fernanda. Just write the workforce. Okay, so we have Yara, Nixa, Denise, Alejandra. María, Darío, Sergio. Make it bigger. Darío. José Martín, Pablo, Mónica. Manuel, María Fabiola, Guillermo. Nicole, Abigail, Sandra. Montserrat, Luisa, Mónica. Valeria, Andrea, Linda. Cintia, Cristian, Lázaro. Nicole, Diana, Katia. Emma, Diana, Munguía. Jimena, Grecia, Elvira. Ivonne, Jonathan. Roger, Nicole, Gabriela. Gabriela, no. Ah, yes. Carmen. Sara. Carolina, María Fernanda. Cassandra, Víctor, Frida. Yesenia, Ivana. Carolina. Ivana, ya verdad. Vivian. María Jimena, Andrea. A ver, Nicole, Robles y Lázaro. Robles. Did anybody else participate? López. Tato. Munguía. Remember that you need to tell me as you heard your name, you have to include the here and the participation, or here and write a P for participation. Noriega. That's it. Ahora sí. Okay, so first, for the ones that have something pending, again, and one more time, this is your last chance. Última llamada, okay? Check the comments that I made in your activities. See you next week. The activity, the last day to submit the activity is Monday, okay? 11:59 p.m.
Okay, thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher.
Thank you,
Have a
Miss.
nice
Bye,
weekend.
Miss. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.